Yo, sorry for the technical difficulties. Is we live? Yeah, we live now. I see the zero. Okay. All right. We back. Oh, Brown figured out how to put her picture up, AD. Look at this. It's like, figure this shit out. Don't have me up here looking like a white circle. Yeah, we might have lost some viewers because I thought we had this shit. Now I know what I did wrong. I didn't click YouTube's. I just was recording. We still gonna use that shit.
Okay.
He's still gonna use what we already recorded. We just gonna have to inspirize like black people do. We gotta in rig it. I'm not gonna never say that. But anyway, welcome back to Facts Over Feelings. And the name of this podcast morning show is called Make It Make Sense Gen X Good Morning. I got my crew up here, and we had a few other people that we had earlier, but we had some technical difficulties. But now, introducing my family that I'm proud to be a part of. Excuse me, Cam, Brown Sugar, AD. Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good
You know AD, right? You know AD is like Ghostface Killer. He pops in, poop. And by the way, I don't like the fact is that yellow is becoming the summer color for Easter.
Wait, what? I had to think about that one for a second. I was like, isn't that always a color? You got me over here feeling a little,
Right.
And I sat there and said, "Oh God." I told y'all when I do jokes, I like to throw shit and fuck people up. Like, look, now, oh God damn it. Oh, hold up. Now I can do it. I can give you, I can watch it live. I should be able to watch it live now. Because we all live.
Exactly. What did you say about yellow again?
I found it. No, that was a joke. It was like it, it was a joke, like trying to get y'all attention.
You got my attention. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
now I got it. So we don't ever see the recording. Now I know why. You got to go live. That's why we couldn't find it, and people probably was looking for it, and they couldn't find it. But here's the link. There you go. We'll pause. Could we pause it? Oh, only in recording we can pause. But when you live, you can't pause. Listen here. We gotta rock this out. From the block to the boardroom. Stories of black enterprise who turned street hustle into legitimate business. I'm gonna say this. Street hustlers is better businessmen than the ones that went to college. And I can give names off. They don't have a college degree that probably just got an associate degree but they street dudes. They knew how to manipulate the system for them to grow. Look at Jay-Z, billionaire. So
That's right. I totally agree with you on that, Biggie.
No, I agree.
A lot of people, a lot of us that survived within the city life, street life, that's what we call it, the city life, street life, living more outside in the street than in the home because the home was dysfunctional to where some of us, as myself, found more peace outside the home. Found another family outside the home with other ones that was experiencing the same trauma episodes inside the home. So they came outside and they clicked into another family. And so that's how I grew up. And what he's saying is true. We learned how to survive by manipulating the system, which a lot of people do. They manipulate the system or find different ways of how to make money, but going to a public school where they don't teach you too much in public schools in the city. You get in the streets and you have to figure out how to make it quick. I don't have another day, another week to get some money. I got to get it today. I got to eat today. My mom got a bill she got to pay today. I don't have a week. So quick money became a lifestyle for me. And you get caught up in that pattern of that lifestyle. So, but through God, I elevated out of that lifestyle, and He had to move me, shift me to another environment and another space to get me out of that lifestyle. But I was deep into the streets. I was deep into gang movement, environment, gang movement, people, and it was a life or death lifestyle. It was big money lifestyle, fast money lifestyle. But it was I found peace on the other side. So, that's a little of my story about street life.
Hold on, bro. Yeah, we all accomplished this.
That's interesting, Brown. Things that you learn. I appreciate you for sharing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pam. I mean, I don't have no regrets about my past, but since I found God, I'm sure much better, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm on the other side. I went through the wilderness, danced with the devil. Me and the devil played on the playground for a long time. We had a good time playing on the playground. I'm not going, but it's not a good life. It's a life of Russian roulette.
And I'm gonna say this: I feel sorry for people that really want to, because I put myself in that position. I didn't have to be in the streets. My family, my grandma, 40 years at General Motors. My mom was a teacher before she got caught up in the 80s. And y'all know what that means, caught up in the 80s. And I always had a roof. I always had 3 meals on the table. I always had good Christmases. At the end of the day, that outside, I I blame my shit on my sisters. The 9 girls in my house that I had to get the hell out. Barbies and perfume smell got on my damn nerve. I played football. I was at the swim team. I played all 4 fucking seasons. Everything: baseball, basketball, swim team, lifeguard. I could stay out the house. And when I got out the house, I started realizing, damn, this shit in the streets is fun. But yeah, but when I got involved with the money, it became even more. I don't know if I was on a death wish or whatever, But you right. I started realizing the money y'all been giving me for these little chore shit, working here, doing this with the family. I'm making $1,000 in an hour. So yeah,
That fast money became an addiction.
yeah. I said
Mhm.
jail when I was getting out. Lady in parole, even though I knew I was maxing out, she sat there and asked me a question. She said, "You didn't do no AA, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, but in your court plea, you said you was a drug addict." I said I would have said anything to get lesser time than what I get, because now I can be blunt with y'all. I wasn't doing a damn thing, because y'all don't got what I got to deal with when I walk out of here. And the lady was like, "What is that?" I said, "I'm addicted to money." How you gonna tell somebody that been making money since they was 12 years old from the streets, making money by the time they 16, buying cars, doing whatever the hell they want to do, just splurging, to get out of here with a felony, to go on these streets, and you tell me to go get a damn job, and then the friends that I'm still associated with, and the uncles and the cousins and everybody that's still in these streets, to avoid them, to not become a statistic coming back into the situation. Well, y'all make a program like that, you'll stop a lot of us from going back to that situation. If you don't give us opportunity, how we gonna make? I was just fortunate enough to just think things out and meet the right people. And 30 plus years later, I haven't went back. I was lucky, very lucky. Said, hey,
Exactly. A lot of people don't make it out the streets either. They don't make it.
Y'all were blessed. That's that. Y'all were blessed. There was an angel looking over y'all.
Oh yes. Yeah, a lot of times. A lot of times I just knew my mom was praying for me, you know. I done been stabbed, I done been shot, you know.
pew pew.
But God. I mean, this was real. There was some real stuff going on.
Oh, I'm just saying, it was a joke. Come on, laugh it out.
Oh,
Pew pew.
We don't have to do no
You
TikTok language up in here.
I know, right?
know,
It's too early in the morning for that. See, you've been up all night. See, I'm trying to get my motor skills going. So no, I'm not catching it right now.
oh my God. I'm gonna tell you something, right? Me and AD, we all, and all of us always talk about business and us building business together and coming together with business because we trust each other. But you know what the saddest thing is? To bring people in your fold that they're only opportunists. That's why I keep us like this. And I watch to make sure I don't let them in. Because if their willingness to is is with $1 on it at the beginning, they will be a problem when it comes. That's why I learned it if you feed like my dudes, for real, my boys that was just on the block back in the day when we was teenagers, all that hustling, making money, popping cars, New Jersey Drive style, chopping cars, whatever we was doing, we made sure at the end of the night everybody ate. No one went home hungry because everyone took a chance. But if you got an opportunist in your life that's riding with you, but they're opportune, they'll be the one to opt on you. Facts. There's no discussion. But we got two new people coming up to the panel.
Awesome!
Black Samurai, my nephew, and my big
Woo!
brother,
Black power.
Black.
How you
Tell me,
doing? I'm at work right now, so I'm getting in trouble.
Okay. Why?
Anyway, Black Power.
What's up, big brother? I like that. I like that.
Greetings and salutations. How's everyone doing this fine morning?
Good morning, both of my brothers.
Oh my God, it's Big Black Brother.
Greetings, salutations. Ah, man, what y'all walking into is we talking about from the streets to the boardroom. Clack drop. He'll be back. I'll say this. Hopefully, when us taking this situation to the boardroom and growing this foundation, it'll be a better. But my question to everybody, how do it feel to be fucking free of the bullshit?
Woo, we're free.
So much better. And Black Power, I have to give it to you. I love how you are handling yourself as far as leveling up, as far as networking and running your own platform, as far as putting good information out. You're stepping up, you are managing your platform, and you have builders that are in there to take you to the next level. So I really am happy for you to be leveling up in the game when it comes to networking. I really am.
Brown sugar, baby. You make my heart sing.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
you changed it.
And I
Clack.
love the respect too you give all your family when they come on the platform. You notice them and you make the panel give them their respect as well. So that's how you run a platform, Black. You're leveling up.
And like yesterday,
Yes, I am.
but you see what I typed in your live when you was like, I'm trying to get him up there, but he banned, and you see old fish eye food Louise over that motherfucker laughing. You see what I wrote? Yeah, a couple of non-factors hate me, so they got my live down, so it don't matter, and I'll be back. Enjoy enjoy your little minutes because we coming back on Monday. And we gonna take back over that time slot and run it like we always run it. Cause we don't give a fuck how you feel, and you can stop your fucking crying. It's like AD say every day, bro, you still gotta use that platform. I know you don't want to fuck with it, but you gotta use that platform. And I'm stand on business, and I'm allow it to run the way it's running. But one thing is good, we got better backgrounds because we learning. We got better audio today. We ain't got that bullshit we had yesterday. Scratch in your mama. And Brown, close your windows. Come on, sis, laugh. Damn, y'all up
And
early
I'm
in the morning.
laughing. I'm on the mute. I'm doing a lot of noise. I got things going on this morning. I'm moving and grooving. I got things going, but I hear you.
Me too.
Yes, early. See, it's a different, bro. Are you starting to see that it's a whole different,
Vibe.
yes, the connection of communication is different over here than you would get over there. Mm-hmm. The frequency, mm-hmm. frequency level is higher over there than over here.
I ain't gonna lie. And I noticed this, and I'm gonna say this. When I logged off yesterday and I said I was going to bed when I got off the phone with you, I slept like a fucking baby.
That's good.
I didn't think about the N words. I didn't think about the extra shit. I didn't think about none of that. I felt like we made a point, we accomplished it, and this is day 2 of that point. I don't need the 300. I don't need the likes. Like we all said yesterday, don't it feel good not to have to tap the Samurai, tap the screen, get the likes up. Tell them motherfucker we need 5,000 before we get to bring up a panelist. Don't this feel different, more
It
important?
does.
Don't forget to share the live.
I know, right, Tam? Right. Sis?
Tap it
I
up.
got tired of pushing them shares over. People got tired of, don't send me any more shares. Please stop sending me shares.
The part that was more crazy about it was we got banned when we log in off. Both of them bans this week, was when we was logging off. And they heard us say we about to cool down. And I'm like, I'm about to go. And I know they did. And guess what? I'm glad you did it. Because you would have never pushed me. I would have never been over here as fast as I'm over here now. So I would like to thank you. Because at the end of the day, as you watch this become more and more important to us as a unit, and that ain't a unit, and you don't see the names like Facts Over Feelings. You don't see Brown Sugar. You don't see AD. You don't see Tam. And you don't see D Clack.
Right.
Clack over there under his other name because he like to cuss out motherfucking YT people. White. Oh, by the way, Clack, we can say white people over here. We ain't got over this.
So my question would be, can I blow trees?
Not yet.
Okay, that's why I'm asking, because y'all know that that's what I do.
I'm smoking a black right now, but I'm off camera because I don't know what the statute of limitations is over on YouTube. We gotta learn the community guidelines over here.
Hey, I'm cool
Right,
with that.
because
You know,
it's legalized in a lot of states. So if it's legalized in the state, then
Well,
it shouldn't be.
Kentucky until just this year.
yeah,
Hey,
oddly
Clack,
enough,
Certain laws, certain places.
I'm sorry, AD was saying something.
My part, bro.
Clack, we can put our picture up though, like everybody else got their picture up, and just we can blow behind the picture, bro. Because I'm with you.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
it is legal where I live at.
we learned that today instead of having the white circle. You see, Samurai insisting them put their picture up.
Okay,
And we gonna do that. And I got a surprise for y'all. But everybody gonna watch it right now live, or they gonna watch it later. Every Saturday,
I feel like this when it comes to that.
Every Saturday, I'm gonna be over here. The question answer thing that me and Tam tried last week, we are doing that shit. We're doing it over here. And we're gonna go raw as hell over here. I talked to one of my mentors, and they said the one thing. And it hit me last night when I was talking to him. Cause he's gone off of TikTok. He like, my content is on YouTube and Twitch. I'm distancing myself from being banned every day or one of my posts getting took down. And I know you're getting tired because I looked at your post yesterday and you're getting tired. You gave up a good fight. But allow the ankle biters to eat that shit over there and fuck them likes and let's go over here and fuck the law and put boots to their ass and let's move over and be us. I'm going to Twitch next. We're gonna be doing lives on Twitch starting next Friday. I set up the Twitch account, and when we doing this or whatever live we're doing the OG Chronicles, because we're gonna need Clack on the OG Chronicles. Look at his beard. That shit is like, oh, say, can we?
He done combed it out this morning. It looks real nice. I like
didn't comb it
Brother's
out.
beard.
I
You
ain't
did.
did nothing. Nope, I ain't did
They
nothing.
don't never do nothing. That's why I'm
Oh,
gonna get.
okay.
I'm gonna get them that shea butter, and we gonna promote this shit on.
I
Man,
did do this though. I did cut off all my hair.
I seen that earlier when you popped up. I was like, he looked like that picture that AD did. The big AD did.
Yeah, I got tired
I
of it.
like your beard.
Always.
I like your beard. It
Yeah,
goes with your voice.
I got tired of begging my little niece to keep relocking my hair up. So I think it was Sunday night. I just said, "Nah, hey, cool." I just took some scissors to it
Come
because
at
Oh,
you
you.
you
know,
cut your locks?
yeah,
Was it?
because you know my little niece is the person who do my hair,
Mm.
and she don't have no car, so it got too difficult.
Right, right, right.
Question to you: the
What's
day that
up?
you locked up, the day you decided to go natural, because that is what a lot of us are striving to go natural on everything, food.
Well, I mean,
And
it's kind of a long story, but if you want to hear it, I can condense it down.
go ahead,
So,
George. Hold up before you
so
do that. Hold up before you do that. I'm
okay.
asking a question because this is a question we was going to get to, and I'm glad because you are the storyteller, the founder, is the reason why I do what I do, and I appreciate you every day for it. This question was especially for you because you said something the other day. It's like the lost art of hip hop storytelling. From Slick Rick to Nas to J. Cole, it has hip hop lost the storytelling roots or is evolving?
I believe that what we have, if we're specifically talking about hip hop, are intergenerational differences that kind of collided with corporate America and profiteering. So what we see as a difference from the golden age of hip hop, guys that I rock with, versus today, is the same thing that we see on a societal level, where they dumb us down, don't educate us on our history. So of course, corporate America ran by them J word people, right? And I don't mean Japanese. Um, they, of course, dumbed down our community and they glorified everything that they could figure out that would be detrimental to our community. Now, my artists, like let's say Rock, right? The 17th letter, right? Rakim.
Fact.
That man put out albums and he never even used a cuss word.
Never.
You never even heard him say damn
Never.
on a
Even
record.
in interviews. And even with
But
him
they didn't pump up one of our greatest lyricists and one of our greatest minds in hip hop.
what
What
about
they
that?
chose to pump up was somebody that was calling our women out their name, calling them bees. What they decided to glorify, yeah, exactly. What they decided to glorify were things that were detrimental to our community. But I'm also a firm believer that we can reclaim everything that's ours, and we will, because it's divine. We gonna have that and more. And so, although I think that we have gone in a different direction culturally because of generational differences, right? The guys nowadays, they people that, how do I say this? They used to be served. Like everybody I listened to were servers.
Fact.
These guys nowadays are people that get served. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Drake, sir,
Hey Drake.
and him.
Hey Drake.
It's like I on the storyteller. To me, the greatest storyteller is always going to be Slick Rick. And I was a
I'm
big
very
Dana
partial to
Dane
Slick
fan.
Rick.
I
Yeah,
was
I'm
a
very
big.
partial.
I'm a very Dana Dane fan.
Yeah.
Cinderella, Nightmare,
Cinderella, Dana
Nightmare,
Dane. I'm
Delancey
the rapper
Street.
Dana Dane with fame. My fault.
Yeah, like Delancey Street to me got me to get out of Trenton, New Jersey, get on the train, and go find Delancey Street. And I'm not even gonna lie. And anybody that knew in the 80s, if you went to Delancey Street without somebody you knew, you're gonna get robbed on site. They know you ain't from there. And I went there because I wanted to see what Dana Dane was talking about. The storytellers of the day, like children's story. Do y'all remember children's story? I'm asking the panel. Do y'all remember children's story from Slick Rick? Do y'all
I
even
do.
remember Slick Rick album?
Yes, I
I
do,
do.
sir.
And when you listen to it, didn't you see your whole childhood and your life on that album?
A lot of aspects of it, except my upbringing was a little bit different. I was in them streets, and that was one of the elements that he touched upon, but he didn't dwell on it and exploit it the way other people in that same era did.
Like who?
I don't want to,
The
I don't
number
want
one
to,
storyteller of
okay,
all
I got
time.
one. Schoolie D.
Oh hell! Oh,
I got one. There you
the
go.
gangster rapper.
Right.
He
He,
started
well, he,
gangster rap.
right, exactly. You know what
He
I'm saying?
West Coasted.
Exactly. But
Yes.
at the same time, I was more, as a young man, I was more on that Schoolie D type of thing. Later on,
Gang-
like Ice T, NWA.
yeah.
So although, I do identify with Slick Rick and Dana Dane.
West Coast.
No, I was always Midwest, but you got to understand, every summer when I was a young man, my daddy, because my mother and father were both from Mississippi, at the beginning of the summer, they would send me down to Mississippi because my daddy told me, he said, boy, you're going to know your family and where you came from.
I don't want to know mine in Florida.
Right. So every summer, and I also played football, right? So every summer he'd take me down to Mississippi, drop me off, and then around about the 4th of July time, he would come back down to Mississippi, take me home, and then, we would do our little 4th of July, barbecue and partying and kicking it at our house. And then right after 4th of July, he sent me out to LA because my grandmama his mother was in LA. So yeah, so he would send me to LA all the way up until football started, which was about, the second week of August. So although I never really lived in California, I did spend every summer at least 2-3 weeks in California because it was important for him that I know my grandma, right? Living history. And that's something that we've lost, even in the hip hop community. You can't ask you can't ask these kids nowadays. You can't ask them nothing about hip hop history. I mean, a video will come out that's got a old school artist in it, and they be like, "Who is that?" Just like
Yeah,
them cats. Even
see,
today, though. Now, I was on the internet as I was watching the Super Bowl. I knew exactly who SZA was when she came out. Everybody else was like, "Who is that?" I'm like, y'all don't know who SZA is? I know your generation. I'm exposed to your generation. Why aren't you exposing yourself to mine? And I think AD was saying something.
but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. When it comes to my sons and it comes to the youngs around me, 'cause they be in my house and they always say, "Your daddy plays dope ass lyrics." They're not. They used to dancing in a circle together and whatever that weird shit they doing now. But my son and them be like breaking down Karis One, Rock him. Shorty Shorty's favorite number one rapper is my favorite number one rapper, Redman. Everybody say you like Redman because he's from Jersey. No, the one album, Certified, proved he was a lyrical fucking giant. See, I don't compare him to Rakim and um KRS. Cause them my favorite them OGs. I will never put nobody up against Rakim EPMD, or fucking KRS. Them are my three top 1, 2, 3. You want to switch them back and forth, whatever.
I have to agree with that because
And
I'm a big KRS-One fan. I'm a huge Rakim fan. But I also really like another storyteller that a lot of people kind of sleep on nowadays. They don't talk enough about him, in my opinion, and that is Chuck D from Public
oh
Enemy.
no, Chuck D ain't even in KRS-One in Rakim class or what I just said. When it comes to supergroup, or when it comes to what I call a supergroup to me is one individual that commands the crowd. That's an
Right,
MC.
right. That's an MC.
How the hell a motherfucker controlled the whole movement of Public Enemy?
Right.
When we heard that, we knew it was a
And then
Public Enemy.
also you got to understand Chuck D came with bass in his voice too. A lot of people was not putting
Bass.
bass.
How low can you
Can you
go?
go?
Death
Death
row.
Row. What a brother know.
It's
Once
not.
again, back
It's
is
not
the
a class.
incredible rhyme animal.
It's not a class for Chuck D. There's Karis, one of them are lyrical giants, but when you talk about movement, black movement, Spike Lee movement, where like made you go to the movie theater, it wasn't Karis one with the bridges over and all that. It wasn't Rakim talking about paid in full. It wasn't when you talk about a man, Chuck D, don't need to ever be put up against nobody. It's like, to me, Public Enemy, when I looked at that album with the moon bleeding and all that, and the circle and that, and then it's Fight the Power and this, and all the songs we can go down the list that was always anthems in my community, we played that shit at 12 o'clock at night because we knew this bullshit was gonna go down and we was ready for it.
Yeah.
We
And I think also, bro, that we need to start looking at us as a people as who we are. Like our history is basically like a scaffold at a building. You know how you need a scaffold so you can build and work up. And
yeah,
that's exactly how our history is. It's like a scaffold where, as we going, we just continue to build up and build more. And by the way, those are not my words. Those are the words of a Lerone Bennett Jr. At one point, he was the editor in chief for Ebony Magazine.
question.
Yeah,
I ain't who the hell you talking about for the people that's listening.
that's what I'm doing. But I got a lot of whatever effects. So, Lerone Bennett Jr., at one point, he was the editor for Ebony Magazine. He's also a Black author and historian. So if you don't know who Lerone, Lerone, Bennett with 2 N's and 2 T's, Jr. is, as a man, as a historian, I suggest that you, do a little search and look the man up because he's got fire when it comes to talking about us as a people. And that's where my scaffold analogy came from. Give credit where credit is due.
Always.
I,
Especially to
can I
the
chime in?
ancestors. Yes, ma'am. What's up?
Okay. Hi, how you doing, Barbara? I think a lot of with our community, our people, our culture, I think when it comes to the adaptation of change, um, it's not a they don't want to adapt. They don't want to learn and change and grow. They are comfortable with where they are, right? And when it comes to adapting, that means your mind has to grow. That means you have to discover the new. It means you have to get those limbs in your brain to growing even more like a tree on the vine. You got to get those ligaments in your brain to start growing. And so I think when it comes to our people, the adaptation when it comes to change and growth, they rather stay within the familiar of the known than to try and figure out the unknown. And you got to grow. In order to grow, you have to figure out the unknown. Okay. And that's level up each time with figuring out the unknown, figuring out the unknown. So that's where our people, I feel like that's where our people is stagnant at, because they want to stay in the known. A lot of grandmothers, aunties, they stay in the projects because they don't want to try the unknown. They don't want to tackle the unknown. They don't want to experience the unknown. Do they know people that's over there growing, moving up, leveling up? Yeah, they know them. They see them living better. They see 'em moving. They trying to say, come on, let's go. But when it comes to the mental process of learning how to adapt to the unknown and growing, they don't want to go through the mental process of doing that. See, it's all a mental
Um,
process of doing it as well.
is it solely and only or I guess the better way to ask this question would it be the mental acuity has been stifled by society?
Oh yeah, it it,
I
it
mean,
has the oppressed environment that, or the environment that uh low poverty environments of what I'm used to seeing within my people is that they accept being on a check, they accept the food stamps, they accept uh the where they are. They adapted to it, they accept it. The mind of owning land and a house to them is something they never thought of, even though they seen others do it. But they just done got comfortable and complacent in where they are. They fine with it. They don't want to adapt. They don't want to put in the work to progress. They got stagnant in where they are. They don't want to progress. For those that want to progress and move forward, a lot of the younger generation don't want project living. They want to be lawyers and doctors. A lot of the younger generation is moving the charge. They coming with it. They tired of the oppressed neighborhoods. They
right?
tired of living like that. So they coming to be.
What the hell?
They
Well,
educating themselves. They sick of it. If
let me say,
grandmama won't do it, then I'll buy the house. I'll get the land.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna use a line from Jay Z. JC said in 444, split your money in your neighborhood and buy your neighborhood. If you don't, well, we don't. That's how you rinse it. That's a factual. I watch
How can you put the money in the hood when
my
most of it
uncle
is owned by federal government?
I'm
See,
talking about the '90s, growing up and watching my uncles and them do it. I watched an
oh,
uncle
okay.
buy a grocery store in the projects because he said this is the best
Mhm.
move in the world. He said, we don't got an IGA, we don't got a Acme right here. But if I put this corner store and have a meat packing spot in the back of it and buy this building, I'm gonna be a millionaire because I got all them apartments across the street that can walk
Mhm.
to the store. My other uncle went and bought TC's barbecue right up the street from him. My other uncle bought Bub's barbecue right around the corner in the front part of the project. They bought business around this one big ass project in neighborhood. And they did what they did. They became millionaires. And this is in the 80s and 90s. Jay-Z said it right. Why shoot up your neighborhood, buy your neighborhood, and at the end of the day, you rent your money in your neighborhood. Just don't destroy your mother neighborhood.
Right.
We lost in touch with that. You
Yes.
already know my goal is with everything I'm doing is to go back and buy my grandmom home. I want to buy where I grew up in. And I want to get it back to like my grandma had it. It was a place for all of us to come home to. I might not live there, Hell no, I'm not gonna live there. But I want to clean up that neighborhood, and if I can invest my money in the neighborhood I grew up and try to bring it back to like it used to be, come on, we need to start investing in us.
Yeah.
Fuck a Louis Vuitton belt, fuck a red bottom shoe. Invest in you. Why you
Right,
want to
but
buy the next
but
guy?
on the back end of that, my bro,
What'd you say?
I said on the back end of that, man, we got to look at that aspect of society that is teaching us that we need some red bottoms or that we need whatever the latest coach bag is, whatever, because what we do now is we glorify the things that ultimately lead to our demise. You
Materialistic
know,
bullshit.
right?
That's why right
We're
now.
consumerists.
That's why right now the movement need to happen. Village movement. Like right now. We used to having 400 people, 100,000 likes. We was on the road a couple of weeks ago. We were so used to that. But somebody told me, is you willing to start over to save your brand, your community, your group of people? But now, bro, we've been dominating this conversation, and this is share factor.
Okay.
Come on, Tam, Black Samurai, and even though you young, we know AD is the ghost face killer of the fucking group. We're here for all his complaints later on when he's free.
All right.
I-
Well,
Yes,
if
yeah, I
that's who
agree
he
with
get to
you.
be, if that's who we get to be, I want to be that old dirty bastard.
Well,
What
you
you
already
thought you
called
wasn't
that.
gonna see me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit, I'm ODB.
okay.
Goddamn, I'm that old dirty bastard.
You
Hey,
better say it, bro.
what I say on my Wu Tang plan, what I call clap, old dirty bastard. Then I
Yeah.
said when I did the Wu Tang clan, I said
Mm-hmm.
fucking AD is Ghostface.
Yep. You sure did. I remember you saying that.
I was like, I got all my soldiers lined up. Now I got other pieces involved. Tam all of a sudden became Master Killer because she's on every fucking thing. Only thing is, Master Killer on Wu Tang got a ding ding. Tam got a real woman motherfucker.
I did.
And the thing is, I'm gonna say this: compared to the other idiot, the non-factor, Tam know how to talk to me to get me to look. She ain't why we ain't doing this, why we ain't doing this, and why this ain't like this. Tam come at me like, look, I got an idea, and I'm gonna need you before you go to sleep, think on it, come back, and let's see if we can work it. But I also got an idea on this, and she eased my mind. Not hearing somebody
Exactly.
pressuring me, telling me
Mhm.
why I ain't got my shirt yet. What's going on with the cream? And why my mama don't like me? Cause you a bitch. I'm like,
Damn.
Mm.
all your personal issues, I don't need doing business. And the thing is, that's Black Samurai. Can I get an input on you, bro? If you can't talk, just type in the group. I'm gonna be muted for a while. I can't talk. I'm at work. Okay. I like that kind of
Y'all give me 1 minute. I know I'm gonna pass through one little, and I can say I'm driving in the car.
yes, you can.
Exactly.
We gonna
But
get
while sis is doing that 1 minute because she's driving,
This little one bad
like
area.
okay, I like to piggyback on the conversation and leave off where Bruh was talking about the fashion game. Uh, the community has got caught up within the Jordan era to where they stand in lines for the Jordans. They travel miles for a pair of Jordans. I got a homegirl that I'm real cool with. She got every pair of Jordan that he made. And when the next pair come out, she'll drive 2 hours to go get that next pair. Okay, she's in her late 30s. So I think the millennium era, she's a millennium. So that era when it came to the Jordans, I just don't see myself doing that for a pair of shoes. Oh, but they still glorify the Jordans and will drive and stand in line for the Jordans or get those tickets for the Jordans.
Now, a long time ago, just like with other stuff, right? A long time ago, I used to manage a retail shoe store. So I know very well what you're talking about.
I do too.
Like, I remember when I was running this store, this is when the defining moments Jordan package came out. It was 2 pair of Jordans, the 6 and the 11, and they was in a big gold box. $300 for 2 pair of them shoes in one box, right? Now, I got people coming in my shop buying them $300 shoes and then walking straight out my store and going to get on the bus. You ain't even got a car. You ain't even got a decent pair of walking shoes to walk home with your stuff. So you taking your $300 and instead of investing in you, which is what bro was just talking about, instead of investing back into your community, we invested in Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan ain't gave you a penny. Michael Jordan ain't did shit in your neighborhood. He ain't put no food on your table. He ain't put no water on your plate. He ain't did shit. And that's what I meant when I was talking about unchecked consumerism. I'm not against Michael Jordan. I'm not against red bottoms. I'm not against none of them. But at the same time, I am for the liberation of my people. And that's one of our detriments is the media. The media is controlling our narrative. They showing us like, and I don't watch that kind of TV. So maybe I shouldn't speak on it. But we got
Well, it's a
real
form of
housewives.
dictatorship. So yeah, they are watching our moves.
Yeah, they watch our moves and they analyze our moves, and they've always done that. That's why if we on a panel like we on the panel right now, on different apps, it's a countdown till one of them come in and try to tell us what to do and how to do it and how to be black folk.
Right.
Every day. When we on that other app, here come one of them trying to tell us how to be black. Motherfucker, tell me 1 second you didn't spend in my skin, in my environment.
Cop pull your ass over, that white car gonna come out, and if you got any little bit of black, like you white, how you doing, dear? My mama left my keys at the crib. Oh man, Lord Jesus. Here's my license registration. Was I going fast? Yeah, you was doing 95 in the 30. Oh, come on, guy. You know my dad, we play golf up the street. Tell me, you cool. That's why I don't like Stephen A and them. I don't like people that don't experience the black culture. I don't decide to people that don't like the black culture. I don't even do that because I don't have a problem about your ass marrying a white woman, a Hispanic woman, or whatever you marry. But when I'm around you, and I gotta make myself downsize because the people that you associate yourself with, I disappear in the background like this. Cause I'm never, let's stress it, never gonna stop being me. Cause like back in the day in the 60s when I was growing up, I remember my people around me saying, I'm black and I'm proud. Where the hell that go? Why the hell I gotta hide my proudness? Why I need to make you feel good about your motherfucking self? Why I gotta worry about that I say slavery to hear you come out your mouth to say, I never owned a slave. That's your racism. That's your not understanding what the hell we went through. You to make an excuse. Say, I keep.
That's true.
Hold on, let me say this real quick. Let me do the post. You got it. Damn. It's the
Okay,
statement.
go ahead.
Remember, we had the statement last week. I prefer to keep the immigrants and deport the racists. How many of them motherfuckers came up there and double dutched through razor blades trying to avoid that conversation? Go ahead,
Every
Tam.
last one of them.
No, when y'all were talking about, I guess, the culture, and I'm believing in everything that we do is generational, because just like you said, they got on the bus, clack, they go back to the hood, they go back to projects. Their clothes worth more than their rent.
Right.
Everything that they sit here and do, you have kids wanting to sit here and look like them, or look like the people, I guess, the people that they idolize. And if they don't look like them, then they get ragged on in school. Nowadays, it's a big thing. So I don't know. I get, when you're looking at fashion, when we're looking at the clothes, when we're looking at people, because I didn't raise my kids on that. That was a definite not, because I'm not about to invest in nothing that they grow out of. And I guess I never understood that. I'm about to go buy some Jordans, and literally about 6 months later, their feet grow and they're out of the Jordans. I just spent $180 on some shoes that they're not wearing. So I couldn't put my head around that kind of stuff. But most other people don't.
I used to do it. I used to buy my kids the LeBrons and stuff like that, just because I felt as though I was making up time, trying to, the time that I was going through, and plus the mom wasn't doing real well either. So, I always wanted that. I ain't want them to look like no bum.
I mean, I understand, that what we talking about is cause and effect. I do. But then I don't point that responsibility at the individual, like AD, like my brother up there, right? Because we have to understand that what he just said to me, I don't know what nobody else heard, because of the time he was not there, he tried to overcompensate and give his kids things, material things, to make up for the time that he wasn't there. Now that also brings us, into more of our true nature, our true format with this show, right? Because we Gen X, and we can't be Gen X without talking about the prison industrial complex that incarcerates our black men, removes them from the home, and forces and makes them feel this way. It's a program. It's just like the algorithm we talk about on that other app.
Yes.
That algorithm is designed to catch us say the N word, or catch us say anything, and then guess what? We gone off to jail. We got that 1 week suspension. And that's the same system at play. That system is working exactly as it's intended. So if you a black man and you color outside of the lines, if you know what I mean, now you go away and you're removed from being the asset that you should be as a man in your community. And then on the back end of that, when you have absenteeism, how can a woman not become strong and independent? Because now she's thrust into that same system where now she got to be not just the mama, she got to be the mama, the daddy, the provider, and she got to take the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Something that we wasn't made to do. Right.
And all of these factors play hand to hand with each other.
Hold on,
Like,
pause for a second, bro. Not to cut you off. Sorry, bro. Yes, y'all was. But you gotta remember, y'all out.
wait, I can barely understand what you're saying, host.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Biggie.
1 2 1 2. You hear me?
Yeah, you clear now.
What I was saying. What I was saying is, you can't say that we wasn't conditioned for that. When you were slaves, you were taking care of the white man's baby in his house because the white wasn't functionable to take care of him. Black women was built to take on any structure. Black women, when people was on them plantations suffering, it was the black woman that was healing them. It was always the queen that motherfuckers stand. That's why the queen is the biggest chess piece on the board. She moves around in places where pawns only can go forward. They can go L, they can go diagonal, but they can't do what she does.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, we are multitasking and we can go different, but we are designed to nurture and we are designed to multiply and we are designed to uh, uh, present the
but
tone of the house. We are, but the men are the protectors and the providers.
that's not
They
gonna
are built to do that.
again, I'm telling you, you can't say that you wasn't made for this. When I grew up with nine of them and I was the only boy that taught me to be the man that I tapped my shoulder on my back was the one that taught me to be the man that I am today. I didn't
Okay.
get
Yeah.
out men, but I had women showing me step by step on how to be the greatest that I can be. And that's
Yeah.
the reason why they slap me in these big ass lips. Cause they the ones got more mouth than the motherfucker. So I took what I learned from them running their mouth to each other and I used it as a weapon. So to hear a woman say we wasn't just the hell, we the protector. We gonna do what we do. We was taught open doors, do this, protect my woman. I will go to the ground and jail for mine. But you
Yes.
always that I did.
Without the father being in the home, didn't
I got
that create more stress on the black woman?
no, it did not. My uncle
It
came
did.
up, not me. I
Without
don't
the
know.
man
Well,
being
I'm
in
gonna
the
speak.
home, you have to.
I didn't get a dad until I was
I,
11
I'm
years old. I didn't get my dad, Archie Barstow, until I was 11 years old. To show me what a real dad was. And it took me 4 years for me to trust him, to let him, to call him dad. He never pressed it. He tried every damn thing. Took me to Philly games, took me to Yankee games, took me everything. He did everything, and I showed him respect because that was the way I was raised. But on my mind was that man was not going to be there whenever he get mad at her.
Why do you
And I
think we got a lot of ours that is incarcerated right now? A lot of our youth of our black men are incarcerated right now. A lot of them, 35% are incarcerated. You can look it up because of the lack of fathermanship or positive role model of a male not inside the home.
we got to change that outlook. It's not a problem. We know the statistics exist. But in my era, we had men that cared. Like I had coaches, I had probation officers. I had people that cared. Right now, none of me included. I got my group of kids I coached all their life that they still call on me, and I appreciate that. And I will give a clap for them because they ask, show me love when they see me.
Yeah.
Awesome!
They show me love
And see, that's another
by
thing,
moral
bro.
and positivity in them. And some with the I,
I
like this, the older kids, I
This is
got
trying to talk.
Hey, bro,
This
I
is
think
trying to
Tam
talk.
trying to say something.
This is trying to get in.
Well, I'm the only thing I was trying to sit here and say everything that you're saying, Brown. We are those, but coming from a single mama with a son and four daughters, I have to be mama bird, protector, provider, and nurturer all at the same time. It is a little stressful, but as long as you're that one, we were built for this. We were built for this. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say no white woman was built for it because they can't do what we do. That's why we are Mother Nature. That's why we are who we are. I think, as they say, the good Lord above, he knew what was going to happen before it ever even happened, especially with our black men. He built us differently to withstand a lot, but to still be there in those particular times. I'm never going to sit here and say that no boy should ever not go without a male role model. My son had his coaches and they did an amazing job. Not saying that his dad didn't do it, but he couldn't stand up to where he needed to stand up at. Let's just put it that way.
Exactly. I
He
know
knew the
exactly how you
male
feel.
part, but he wasn't that person. Like there are certain degrees where men have to sit here and grow into that. Some men automatically get into it. Some men it takes some time to actually be that person. And that's just like that's honest. But once we have that child, it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna protect that baby with everything that I got. I
I
don't
was
care what
never
it is,
knocking the
rain,
power of
sleet,
a
storm.
woman. Sis. Never knocking the power of a woman. I'm the same way. I'm a single mother with 3
Mhm.
boys. I know exactly where you're coming
Exactly.
from. But I say the system of the family unit. The family unit was designed to where it was 2 incomes coming in the household, and if you got a male, and the daddy was there to teach the males, and everybody played their role within teaching the children. Okay, and we can't help if the fathers that we chose to have children with didn't play their role and being the
That's true.
fathers that they should. Okay, they didn't
And
stand
I
up to
agree
the
with you.
plate and raise they sons as a father like they should. Okay,
I,
but God created Eve to support man. We are to support the man, and the man is support us. We're supposed to support each other, and it plays off of it, ricochets off of each other, right? But
understood.
where we,
I'm coming.
the
We
man,
coming, boo. We
when it
coming.
comes
We
to
coming on
supporting
the
the
flat.
children, and we had to step up and do a role that was intended for man to take on. But they dropped the ball, and we stood up and we carried that ball. Was we designed to do it? No. Did it create extra stress, extra pressure? Yes, but we still did it because it had to be done.
Exactly.
It had to be
And
done. I had to
and
level
I
up in
know
my education to provide for me and my children and get a better job so I can make enough money because it wasn't a man around, or I didn't depend on a man. If I wasn't married to
right.
that man, I'm out for my bread and my bread alone. But if he's my
That's true.
man and my husband in my house, he must do his job as a man. That's what I
And I
expect.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree with that wholeheartedly, Brown. But also, real quick, Clax, I'm coming. Hold on. I'm gonna land my plane real quick. I know we always talk about the man with the boys, but they're also a very intricate part in a girl's life as well, a young lady's life, because she shows what she needs to find in a man as long as he's showing. If he's not there, that's why we have a lot of these girls that's lost as well, because they don't know. And they're
I
going
totally
by what
agree.
their mothers have been sitting here showing them and how to interact with men. And it's not good, especially watching them in a distance. But I do agree with you. That man is supposed to be that part of what we need inside that household, but he is supposed to be that rock. He is supposed to be that person, and we're supposed to just be able to nurture and sit here and go from there. I'm landing my plane. Go ahead, Clax.
All right,
No,
so
I wanted her to finish. She was making a good point.
Oh, I mean, but it's the everything that I was just sitting here saying. I do agree with that. That man should be the foundation of everything that's in that household. He should be that rock. We are there to ease the rock and make sure everything else is fine tuning inside that home. We are there to elevate him and that household. He is there to make sure that whatever we're elevating and making double and making triple, that we're making sure that he's okay. As long as the children, the family, we're making sure that that whole family unit is okay. And so I hate the fact that we lost in such that era, that we lost these men to, I guess you could say, the corporation America, because that's who
Where do
did
you
it.
feel?
Everything
No,
to it.
everything comes with choice. Everything comes with freedom of
It
choice.
does. It
Okay, so
does.
do you
But
feel like
even if you look at it, we were the biggest threat to them, and they found a way to sit here and make it was a choice, true enough, but they made a way to sit here and try and break that family unit apart. We were stronger together, and as long as they were indoctrinating stuff inside our heads where we were not supposed to be, or we were better than them, or they were less than us, and they put us in a position than that man, because they started taking our men away. They started putting our men out. They started throwing these everything on the block and the liquor stores, drugs, everything that you can sit here and think about, sitting right there inside that neighborhood to break us apart. Who had to step up? We had to step up because they systematically put those men in a situation where they could not do. Once you get addicted, then you get addicted. It just happens. It wasn't that it was beyond a choice. Like you said, things that we have to do, they put us in the ghettos in order to sit here and say, okay, this is how we're going to sit here and flow. This is how we're going to sit here and keep y'all. Yes, we're going to go ahead and make sure that you have
Oppression.
assisted living as long as he wasn't in the house or y'all just weren't together. They're breaking up the household without even trying to sit here and break up the household. So everything that they did, it was systematically done because if we were together, when we are together, we cannot be stopped. And they know it. They knew it then and they still know it now. That's why they keep trying their best to make sure that we stay at odds.
Yes, sis.
But I'm
On point. On point.
gonna
Why
leave my
do you think alcoholism and the moonshine came? Moonshine came to destroy us. Everything they put in place was to destroy us. Oh, oppress them so they can go get some liquor so they can escape. Oppress them so they can go get some drugs. Oppress them so they can. Everything starts with oppression. So they built communities to oppress us. Segregated communities so they know exactly where we are.
Can I
It's
say
just
this?
like a prison system.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Sorry, Ho. Yes, you can, Biggie. I'm sorry.
We need to
Tell for
get,
spitting some gems.
but yeah, but you're not giving it's like you're being combative when you don't have to. All Clack wanted to say he agreed. Like I agree. We need to like orderly. We're not on. I know we combative. I'm not mad at you because we are combative. We all combative. I had to learn this shit yesterday. Like the fuck AD just said. Like we got this, but we're in opposition. I love the vibe and I love the passion, but at the end of the day, we want to show these motherfuckers how we do this shit correctly. Cause Clack put his hand up, and I and
My
I'm
bad.
we're gonna work on this. And we're gonna do this
Yeah,
right now.
my bad,
Allow
bruh. My bad.
you-
I mean, if I may,
When you hear this, let's
if I may,
go ahead, bro.
let me be very clear with you, my sister, Brown Sugar Babe, right? It was a little bit disappointing when Tam said, go ahead, Clax, and then you said no. So yeah, that it scratched me a little bit. But I
Okay.
want you to
Okay. I
know
better
in your
myself on this.
ma'am, I want you to know in your heart and your mind of minds, I am not that soft of a nigga that I can't be told wait. Do
Yeah,
we understand each other now?
I do.
I'm not
I do.
I'm not that soft of a nigga. I'm not.
I know you're
So
not.
so with that being said, I'm good.
Okay, I
I admit
apologize
I
because we stand
was,
on respect, and if you had to tap in to get in where the discussion was going, and you had to input on it, I apologize because I got to get better with myself.
but I'm just saying, sister, there really is no need to apologize. Because
Nah,
if it's one thing I'm gonna listen to in this life that I got, it's gonna be a black woman. And if you told me to say to stop, it's for a reason. And that's part of my issue too. Like as men, we got to understand that when a woman say no, a woman mean no. Because the shit that they do ain't for us. Ain't never been about us. That's what they do. They're beasts. They're animals. They're savages. They're all them goddamn things that they try to impress upon you. And I think that we all are pretty much in agreement. Now, we may have different methodologies and we may say things a little bit different. But again, you notice how we landed right back on it's the
Hmm.
system that they designed. And that
Hmm.
system is working exactly as it was intended to work to disenfranchise us, and that's not, That's what I think. That's what I heard bro talking about. That's what I heard Tam talking about. That's what I heard you talking about, Brown Sugar. We got to understand that although we may communicate a little bit differently, it ain't about how we communicate. It's about where our words lead us as a people.
Yes. They're researching us more than ever now. We've always been research subjects. We've always been research subjects, right? But
Well, I don't
now
think
in
that
the
is.
era we're living in now, with him in office, they are researching us harder than fuck now.
Because we're going to shut the wall down. All the giving them the free treatment, all them giving them the free dances and all that. If you not noticing TikTok is changing, that one damn day let the world know without Black Americans, y'all got nothing.
But
I
God's
agree.
got a plan,
It
and it's
took, hold on,
why.
let me finish. It took them to ban me under both. Drake ain't never been banned as long as he been around to get up to almost 3,000 followers. To get banned because they banned facts, and then they banned because the fact is we moving over to YouTube that I got banned for something that we didn't even do the other day, and all we were doing is just talking shit. We and Clark on the facts. Me and Clark got banned because man was talking jokes. Straight got banned because the fact is Straight was talking about we moving on. When are we gonna start realizing we need to start making our own structure and stop looking for people to motherfucking approve us? I don't need.
Exactly.
I came to the realization when they fucked me over that I need to come to YouTube. Finally, I need to come. We talked about this shit since September. We talked about it in November. We talked about it in December. We talked about doing the first podcast in January. We talked about it, but it was me wondering because I built up this status. I got like 6,000 followers. I'm doing this. I had to kind of realize I started hating it. The fact is, I gotta beg y'all to be a part of my motherfucking mindset where I'm morally trying to break you to a point where we all work together as a community. I'm not on. I can't be a bigger Dan. Buy a hoodie. That's supporting me. Buy a shirt. That's supporting me. Donate to the organization I'm about to build. Donate to the organization I'm a part of right now called DARE in Louisville, Kentucky. Let these kids keep reading books and playing basketball and sports. Do the things that I'm a vibe with. I know my time gonna come when it comes to money. Right now, I'm at the bottom. And I'm gonna accept what I gotta do. I'm gonna build my way up. Because everybody look at money and make happiness. Me telling the truth, me building up, building with y'all six and more. People that we ain't even got up, we got Black Samurai, we got my nephew, we got everybody. We do this shit every day since we met each other. I am not nobody's enemy, but I am an instigator and I will push the button. And if y'all can't handle me just fucking with y'all to find out how far I can push you to the mental state, then get ready because this morning show is that. I'm not trying to be your enemy. I want y'all to understand these kids right now need honesty because all they get on the news is lies. Because when I was growing up, when they came from the Vietnam War, and that was his uncle came home, and I wasn't even young enough to know. But when I got like 11, 12 years old, black man ain't made for the military. But he was a millionaire because he learned how to hustle the government with his disability, and he took that money and flipped it. And he bought the hood up. Like, I'm gonna be the bigger. They taught me how to infiltrate, and they taught me how to do this and do that. I'm gonna take it and do it here in America. That's why they don't like us. Why do you think they stopped taking them black engineers? He signed an executive order to stop the black engineers because they highly ranked in the military. But he can't fire them because they earned their position. All this is, and I'm going to say it, clip it, white takeover of America. That they're not going to win. They're already fucking up. He ain't even in a month. We already got higher gas, higher prices on food. And he had got on TV and told you dumb fucks yesterday. I can't handle the price hike. Y'all got to deal with it. But I'm going to give them $4.3 trillion in price cuts and tax cuts.
And gonna give his butt buddy 400 million for some raggedy ass trucks.
And go pay his friend to make that bullshit ass truck to go on the battlefield.
Make that make sense.
Not tank, but y'all over here on TikTok. I'ma say this. For everybody on here, if I got 4 to 5 people, I watched Malcolm X, I seen the stories, and I watched the videos. That man only had 4 people standing in front of the Nation of Islam. I watched my enlightener that but give me culture when I was 8 years old. And I looked around and watched all my friends get culture. And then I watched all my friends do one thing. What Black Power said every day. I had Black pride. I understood that we built the White House not once, but twice. I understood that Benjamin Banneker was. I understood the distance from the earth to the sun. I understood the rotation of the moon.
Yeah, y'all don't talk about Benjamin Banneker enough if you ask me, goddamn.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Bro. It's like this. We dropped the ball on the millennials and we Gen Xers need to accept it. Because the boomers that came from the military did not drop the ball on us. That's why we drunk out of water holes. That's why we learned. That's why we learned how to wash clothes. That's why we learned how to be the men that we are today. That's why we started knowing what the fuck a moral was and manners. That's why we the men that we are today as Gen X. We need to take over. They call us the bridge fucking generation. Since I'm the bridge generation, pay your fucking toll. Period. Fuck all the crime. I went through it in the 80s. I went through Reagan. I'm on 2024, 25, and 26, 28. I got boys. So now I need to raise them and show. I don't need to let them see what I went through. I need to prove it to them it's better the way I'm teaching you.
Talk that shit. Exactly.
This is the platform for me. If one person listen to me and understand the fact is I give a fuck about my community, and that's all of my communities. It's not a black, white, whatever situation. I need A alike, think alike, be alike. We ain't black, white no more in America, people. They showed the war is up. It's white against us. And that's gonna be any color. Any color. They don't give a fuck about us. They give a fuck about money. So it's green against blood. Y'all take y'all pick. And
Right now, they at their hardest. They at their hardest right now. They at their hardest. This is an era that we've seen in life that we've not gonna witness, that we've never witnessed in lifetime, anybody's lifetime. This is an era coming up that they feel like they are the attack, they're being attacked, and that we are the attackers. So with that comes along, they're going to try and they're trying to put us back in the cage, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Village movement.
Village movement. Let's go.
The face is at the bottom of the well.
And guess what? You know 10 people, Tam know 10 people, Samurai know 10 people, A-Drive know 10 people, Brown know 10 people, I know 10 people. Do the fucking math. That's 60 people. If they open their mind up, they can make an impact in their neighborhood. It starts from the ground up. If you don't want to put the work in, why the fuck you listening? Sit back and get fucked. Period. I'm not that one. I'm not that one. I never was the one. I bucked the system. I
That's
never. You wore Pumas, motherfucker. I wore Adidas. You wore Adidas. I wore Nike. If you wore Nike, I wore Doors or fucking Saucony's. You wore a starter jacket from Jersey and you wore a Knicks. I wore a motherfucking Laker. I was one of the first people in Jersey that wore a big ass yellow Laker jersey and fucking starter jacket. I'm on the East Coast and I'm representing Lakers. I never was a person that followed trends. I don't give a damn about it. I told my boy 3 years ago when I started my brand, I'm wearing nothing but Real Royal shit. Only thing on my feet because I don't got a shoe brand. That's it. I wore Real Royal everything for the last 3 years. And now Facts got in it. Everything you see on me is my brand. I'm gonna buy your shit and I'm gonna add my shit to it. Because I made a promise to myself is if I'm gonna support you, motherfucker, I'm gonna support myself at the same damn time. Is them Louis? No, nigga, they bootlegs, but look at my back leg.
Oh Lord, don't start. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
We don't have attitude on Friday.
Sister
I'm
Tam, would you
sorry,
mind
y'all.
muting your mic? There we go. Sound like Tam just hit the PTA meeting with some cupcakes and cookies and shit.
It's Friday.
Walk into the building. It is Friday.
It's Friday. That's right.
A happy Friday.
That's
Happy
One
right.
thing I
Friday.
can sit here and say, my mind is more clearer when I get off this call. For the last days, I've been in a really good mood. So, yeah, I appreciate coming over here to this area. And like I said, I appreciate my fam, my newfound fam.
We love you too.
But
Black
but I
butterfly.
definitely love the platform.
And can I say this real quick? We're going into an era to where I'm a spiritual woman too. I'm growing. I'm growing, but God is speaking and he does speak to me. Don't be moved by what we see. Move and plan and execute and do what you have to do to get our villages back together because God is going to do some amazing things. We think we're going to go down. No, baby, we about to elevate up like you've never seen before.
Remember what I was telling y'all? It's like a scaffold. And with that scaffold, as you build up, that scaffold go up with your building.
Now is the time. We are about to move up to a place we've never been. That's in the spiritual realm. If you follow and praise and worship the higher God for peace, unity, and love, and you bow down to him, you're about to go to a place where you've never been.
Get your mind right.
That's right. That's right. And get ready to go. Some of them gonna be left behind.
A lot of them are gonna be left behind. That's almost like yesterday. My daughter, I had to pick her up from her game, and we were sitting there talking, and she was like, "The Kendrick Lamar." She brought it up. Like we talk about a lot of things, and I was like, "Well, a lot of people." She was like, "A lot of people at my school are lost too." I said, "Wow." She's like, "They just think it was. They thought it was bad. They thought it was just too much. It goes over their heads." And see, that's where we are. And this is high school. My daughter, the second daughter, she's in the ninth grade. And this is where we are with the generation. This is our generation come up. But again, that's critical thinking. A lot of them don't have critical thinking.
Exactly. They brought these computers and this techno style into the game because they can explain how our mind works. So
So,
that's what they're researching, how our mind works.
so you didn't tell your kids to get into AI. And my kids Snapchatting. Everybody was mad at my son when he was 7 years old. He had his own phone. It's like you got a phone. I'm like, yeah, my dad bought me an Android. Oh, oh shit!
My fault.
I know.
Yo,
Well,
How
they
you
heard
how you come off mute almost about to choke?
not.
Okay, just making sure you're okay. Because I'm about to say, raise your hands, raise your hands.
I'm like, I need
it
you
was
to
in
turn
the
your camera
water.
off so
My,
you ain't so we make
my
sure
hands
you
are
don't
up.
unalive or die. Shit, I ain't got to say unalive, right? All right,
Nope.
but
No,
real
we're
quick, and I'm sorry for interrupting you, AD, because I know you've been waiting a long time to talk. But I'm finna lay it down and get me a little bit more rest before I start my day.
You know, I'm like,
Now, I also just wanted a second to make sure that my sister, Brown Sugar, as well as my Black Butterfly, Tam, have my best wishes for them on Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, thank you. And happy
thank
Valentine's Day to
you,
you.
brother.
Hey, love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead
Love
and
you.
get to getting.
Love
Thank y'all
you.
for having me. Love y'all.
see you tomorrow.
Like you
Yes,
too, brother.
sir.
Yeah. Black love.
Tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna say this, and it's not a black, white, yellow, purple. This a green war we in right now. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. We was in the
Mhm.
Green War under Reagan when this my mom and my dad. That's when the motherfuckers started buying up the neighborhood. Prices went down, houses burned out, motherfuckers figured out construction, and they went at it, and they became successful. If y'all sit here waiting for the hope, the dream, the prayer, you're not gonna get it under this administration. And I don't even think about this administration. I'm so far removed from commercial news, it's ridiculous. And I decided, hey, I love the fact that Serena got on 120 million people and did the trick walk and represent where she come from, and then represent where the money come from. You know what I mean? I know her struggle. We
That's
all
right.
know her struggle. But for them to take that crip walk, dog it, and then dog her husband, and I'm glad that man stepped up, Stephen A. Because he didn't look at it as she was crip walking because she's the Drake. He looked at it, he was representing where she come from. The ignorancy of our black men that got a platform could disrespect a woman that also have a platform to go racist. Is you mad, Stephen A, that if Serena wasn't married and all the money that you got, she still wouldn't be interested in you? Why she wouldn't be interested in you? Because you're not for us. You're a boogeyman. You're not for us.
Exactly.
We only convenient for your goddamn talking point. All of you pundits that's black, that's mad at that Super Bowl shit, is the only reason why you mad at it because you don't understand it. Because you sold your soul for the green.
Exactly.
And AD bounced,
So
and I know he about to bounce, and I know it's 8:41, and we've been at this shit since 6:30, even though we wasn't recording earlier. And we still got
We did. We still got a good conversation out of this.
oh yeah.
and the affirmation of the day to end the live. And I would like to thank Tam and AD for this to do the beginning and the end, the affirmation of the day to end the live. And I need y'all to focus on these words. Embrace challenges as an opportunity. I move with strategy, not
That's right.
emotion. I am prepared and focused
That's right.
for victory. And
Don't
on
be
that,
afraid to go get it. Go
make
get
it
it.
Gen X morning show. I hope you appreciated it, and I hope you got some type of substance from it. But if not, follow us on episode 3, episode 100, because we ain't gonna stop. And on that note, we done.
Happy
I got
Friday, everyone.